Welcome to the Creators MBA podcast, your go-to resource for mastering the art and science of digital product entrepreneurship. My name is Dr. Destiny Kopp, and I help business owners generate consistent revenue from their digital product business without the need to be glued to their desk, constantly live launching, or worrying about the social media algorithms. I hope you enjoy our episode today. Hi there, Destiny here, and welcome back to the Creators MBA podcast. I'm super excited that you are spending the next few minutes with me. In the last episode, I talked about why I'm documenting decisions instead of outcomes as I grow Hobby School. Today, I want to stay in that same conversation, but look at it from a different angle, specifically why seeing decisions being made in real time actually makes you better at running your own business. And this is one of the things that is easy to misunderstand. Most business owners don't struggle because they are missing information. They have read the books, they've taken the courses, they've tried all the frameworks. The problem isn't usually, I don't know what to do. It's more like, I don't know which option actually deserves commitment right now. And that is a very different problem to solve. Advice works really well when you're starting from scratch. At that stage, it's helpful to know what's possible and what's proven. But once your business is already working, advice starts to lose some of its usefulness, not because it's wrong, but because it assumes the context is the same. And in a real business, the context is almost never the same. There are different constraints, different audiences, different systems, different trade-offs. So when someone says, this worked for me, what they're really saying is, this worked in my specific situation at that specific moment. That is not useless information, it's just incomplete. What actually helps at that stage isn't copying tactics. It's learning how to evaluate decisions. And that's the part most people never get to see. Outcomes, numbers, the polished stories about what worked. What you don't see is what almost happened instead. You don't see the options that were on the table, what they ruled out, or what someone consciously chose not to optimize for. And that is where judgment is built, because good decisions aren't about choosing the right thing. They're about choosing what you're willing to trade off. When you watch someone make decisions while they are still in motion, you'll start to notice patterns. You'll see what they protect, what they're willing to risk, and where they draw the line. And over time, that will train your brain to ask better questions in your own business. Not what should I do, but things like, what am I actually optimizing for here? What am I intentionally not prioritizing? What would make this decision feel wrong 6 months from now? And that's why seeing decisions unfold is so different from reading advice after the fact. Advice gives you answers, but seeing decisions gives you a way of thinking. And that is also why the free report I mentioned, the decisions behind a 17,958 attendee creative event, is designed the way it is. It's not meant to be followed. It's meant to be studied. And when you read it, the most useful question isn't, could I do this? The question is, would I make the same trade-offs? Would you fund list growth ads instead of relying on only organic traffic? Would you accept lower margins in one place to protect capacity in another? Would you prioritize reach over immediate profit or make the opposite choice? There's no right answer to any of that, but forcing yourself to notice those trade-offs and to think through how you personally would decide about them is what sharpens your judgment. And that is the value here. Once you get used to looking at decisions this way, you will start doing it automatically in your own business. You will stop asking for permission. You stop searching for the best answer out there, and you start making choices you can actually stand behind, even when the outcome isn't guaranteed. If you want to start practicing that way of thinking, I want you to start with this report. Not to copy it and not to model it after your own business, but to pay attention in how the decision was made. I'm going to link to it in the show notes. And if this lens feels useful to you, you will understand exactly what I am doing with the $1 million hobby school experiment and why I have structured it the way it is. Thanks for listening. Have a great rest of your day, and bye for now. Thanks for listening all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed this episode today. If you loved the show, I'd appreciate a review on Apple Podcasts or your favorite podcast platform. Have a great rest of your day, and bye for now.